Hi, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading for October 2025. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Laura, aka Baby Curl Tarot. I'm a tarot reader, astrology person, astrologer, and a root worker. And I do monthly readings for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube, as well as some other fun content over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into your reading. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so whatever comes up, comes up. And also, please don't try to force a message to fit your specific situation. If it's not hitting, it may just be a message for another Leo. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? Spiritual team, Threads of Fate Oracle, what messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What was that? That's too many. Okay, what messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Wow, they're really jumping for you guys. All right. Spiritual team, Threads of Fate Oracle, what messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Okay, it's the first time cards have jumped out of this deck for these readings so far, so they got some messages for you. What do we have? We have, the Warrior. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Ancestors. Okay. Some of you guys could have had some soldiers in your family tree, okay? Some real warriors, people that are going to fight for you, people that are going to push you to fight for yourself, fight for what you want, stand up for what you want, so on and so forth. For some of us, fighting and standing up for ourselves is, in a way, honoring our ancestors, because sometimes our ancestors weren't able to stand up for themselves. Standing up for yourself is, in a lot of ways, like retribution for some of our ancestors. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot, though, and see what messages come up for you guys. Spiritual team, Disney Villains Tarot, what messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Okay, we've got the King of Wands in reverse. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. We've got the Chariot, Queen of Coins in reverse, Five of Coins. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Judgment in reverse. Wow, Leos. What the hell? We got the Seven of Cups, Six of Swords, and Five of Wands in reverse. You are hightailing it out of some type of situation with this Chariot card. Sorry about that. I'm getting over a cold, so just needed a moment to sneeze real quick. But yeah, I feel like someone did you dirty. Someone did you dirty. Yeah, someone really did you wrong. Like, this person just pulled the rug right from underneath you. Some of you guys could be looking at, I mean, hopefully this isn't the case, but like potentially loss of money because of this person's actions or being associated with this person with the Five of Coins here. What I have with this Queen of Coins in reverse and King of Wands in reverse is basically someone who couldn't manage. I'll just leave it at that because it's going to be different for everybody. So let's say you hired somebody to do a job, right? You're this person's boss. They're like, oh, resume looks great. Background check checks out. They're like, yeah, I got this. I got the experience, blah, 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 blah. And this person just screws up royally screws up, like can't manage their time well, isn't performing, isn't producing quality work, all of the things. Okay. All of the things. This person like really sold you a line of BS. And unfortunately, like in the process, they've probably cost you a lot, right? Let's say this is an employee situation. They've cost you a lot, like money that you've had to spend fixing their mistakes, whatever the case is, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like for a lot of you, I mean, not only is this person fired, but like, damn, like now you got to go in and fix everything yourself. Yeah, I feel like this person really sold you a line of bullshit, and now you have to go and fix everything. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be finding that the mistakes and things that they did are far worse than you imagined. Because you're going to have to be like, you're going to have to untangle things that maybe they didn't complete, or let fall through the cracks. You're going to be discovering emails, things that were never responded to, projects that never were completed, or things that were fixed and they weren't fixed at all, things like that. Okay. And I feel like it's going to be a mixed bag. You're going to be like, oh well, they did this but they didn't do this. So that's what I'm getting with this Seven of Cups. Like, it's going to be a pain in the butt. It is going to be a pain in the butt, but I see you working through it. I see you getting through it. But I also see you guys having to do this quickly and really take the reins here with this Chariot card. It's like we gotta take control of the wheel, and we gotta get this stuff done, and we gotta get it done quickly so that we don't keep bleeding money. Is essentially what I'm hearing. Leos, woof. Yeah, but I feel like if this is a relationship, I mean, it could go the same way. You could just discover a whole bunch of lies and things that they said they didn't do, or said that they were gonna do and they never did, or X, Y, and Z. Just they could have been like, I don't know, spending money on weird stuff, like put you in a lot of debt, so on and so forth, not paying the bills. I mean, this person could have been doing like literally all the wrong things. Um, Not just cheating, but I mean, like, there are other forms of betrayal in relationships other than cheating on you with another person. This person could just generally have been absolutely shit at managing your finances. Um, and I feel like a lot of you guys are ending the relationship based off of this too, but I feel like it's once the relationship ends, like, I think there's one thing in particular that is going to set off the relationship ending. And then as you dig into other things that this person has done, you're going to discover it's like an iceberg. Like, you're just, the tip is above the surface, and once you start going underwater, you're realizing like how bad the problems really were. Unfortunately, and I'm so sorry. Like, that's not something to laugh at, but it's just kind of baffling to me, like, sometimes how people are able to do this to people without any type of care or consideration for the other person at all is mind blowing. Like, it actually makes me mad. And when I laugh, I'm really mad. When I start laughing, I'm really mad at somebody. Like, you've baffled me. I can't believe how incredibly bad of a person you are. Like, it's one of those. Anyways, Leos, that is what I'm seeing. I do feel that you are going to be able to right this wrong and fix the things, but it is going to be a bit of a headache. And you are unfortunately going to have to, like, really, really dig deep to pull through without wanting to murder this person, or unalive this person, I should say. Anywhoosies, I'm going to go ahead and close out your reading with a couple of other oracle decks just to get you some final messages and advice. Okay. Again, it's going to be different for all of you, so take the advice with a grain of salt. Do what makes sense for your situation. Everyone is going to be different. And Leos, if you want to see another reading in a couple of weeks from me, I do bonus readings for the top 3 zodiac signs that engage the most with my content. So if you want a love reading and another general reading, so it's a 2-for-1 special, make sure you like and comment on this video so that way I know that you saw it and you want you guys, you want the Leos to be in the running for that video, okay? Also, if you have a very specific situation and you feel like you need more advice or more clarity on something, I do offer personal readings. Please DM me either on TikTok or on Instagram. My handles are below in the description box. I don't have my website up yet, so until then, please DM me. And please note, I will never DM you to schedule a reading. Please always reach out to me first, and please only use the handles I've put in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and close this out. Spiritual team, Numerology Manifestation Oracle, what final messages do you have for the Leos at this time? Excuse me, what final messages do you have for the Leos at this time? Let's see. What do we have? First up, New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Okay, yeah. There's going to be some big shifts, but I also think that this is an opportunity to maybe streamline and perfect things or fix things, make things even better. Even though I'm sure they were fine before, but you might find opportunities to make things better. You can I don't know, maybe find ways to save money or switch a provider, or realize that, hey, you can actually get a discount because of X, Y, and Z, and now you apply for that and you're saving more money. It's something like that. There could be a small silver lining to some of these things, but ultimately the change is that you're gonna have to fix some stuff, and it is what it is. Next we have New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. That's for those of you who are in a relationship, and this is the thing, knowing that you're worth so much more. And keep in mind, this doesn't just have to be an employee situation. You could be the employee and this job really screwed you over in some ways. Okay, so recognizing that you don't have to keep somebody around or stay in a situation because it is safe, or it gives you X, Y, and Z, because it could also be taking away from you in a lot of ways. So obviously outweighing the good is the bad in this situation. For me, there could be a lot of good things about this relationship, but ultimately I think you guys are worth so much more and deserve so much more. Otherwise this wouldn't have come out in your cards. And finally, at the bottom of this deck, we have full moon in Pisces, forgive. Listen, I understand if you don't want to forget this person right away, or if you ever will be able to forgive this person, I get that. But forgive yourself. If you're mad at yourself for accepting this person, bringing this person into your home, bringing this person into your business, giving this person responsibility or access to things, you're like, damn, I wish I had known before I let this person in my life. Just forgive yourself, be easy with yourself. You could not have known that this person was gonna fuck up so royally. You know what I mean? All right, final deck. Spiritual team, daily crystal inspiration. What final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? Final messages do you have for the Leo collective at this time? All right, I had one card jump out. And the first card that jumped out was Aventurine, and it says, create your own luck. Okay. So I feel like you guys are going to be just fine without this person. Maybe this is a business partner. You're going to succeed just fine without them. You're going to succeed. You're going to go on to find a new romantic partner, a new dentist, whoever this is, whatever situation this is, a new job. You're going to be just fine as long as you keep going, you take control, and you own this, and you make it the best possible situation for you. Okay. What else do we have? Lepidolite, recall your dreams. Some of you guys might be getting dreams, or I almost said notifications. Brain notifications is crazy. Some of you guys might be getting realizations or downloads, little messages maybe from your ancestors telling you about this person. You could realize later on, as this situation progresses, whoa, that dream told me this was gonna happen. I knew it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams right now. They could have some answers there for you. Next, we have Citrine, bring in the light. And to me, this just talks about exposing the situation, but also not letting the weight of how serious this mess up is weigh you down. Don't let this get to you. Don't let this send you into a spiral or a depression, or a fight or flight response where you just shut down. Don't do that. Keep pursuing, keep moving really is the biggest thing. And just don't let this dim your light. Don't let this dim your purpose. Don't let this dim your shine. Okay. Finally, at the bottom of the deck, selenite, clear the clutter. Yep, I mean, you're just going to be diligently working on fixing whatever came from the situation. It is what it is. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of clutter to go through, unfortunately, Leo. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed or resonated with this reading. Let me know. I would love to know how things turned out if this is your message. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and maybe share this with another Leo if you feel like it would resonate for them. If you want to see more content from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. Like I said earlier, my handles are below in the description box, and you can DM me there to schedule a personal reading. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support and love. I hope to see you guys at the next reading. Until then, though, please take care of yourselves. Bye.